And this two-way flow of information should be designed to deliver. I think really it all starts with the patient, and the patient is the most crucial element of registries, of treatment, of early diagnosis of a range of different things.
The rarer cancer it is, the more essential you get the good data, because this data itself to patient, it doesn't seem that much important, but to the governments who are making decisions that have a long-term impacts on patients' life.
Rare cancers are not so rare because about 20% of all malignant cancer are patients with rare cancers.
We see that more and more common cancers based on molecular diagnostics are now subdividing into smaller subsets of cancers, so there will be in the end rare cancers all over the place. So what we're facing now and what we're dealing with in terms of rare cancers, also in our discussions about registries, we will be facing across oncology in the future.
A good register allows you to plan, it allows you to generate the critical mass that creates the opportunity to do research.
And you have then insight into the disease, you can then design a better prevention and better cures. So at the end, higher survival.
The main solution to this problem, I think, is networks.
Many patients very much want their experience, their journey to be used for the benefit of other patients. And it's possible that we're all being a little bit, maybe even too sensitive about data, when patients are usually quite happy to share data relating to themselves.
This is data about individuals. It's got to be protected. The individuals have rights, but at the same time it's critical data which, when used in aggregation, can drive research in our industry, it can drive health policy research. And this is something we can tackle at European level to find a good system for ensuring this data is available in an appropriate way.
Data protection in this area must be separate from other types of, if you like, contentious issues like what appears in Facebook, etc. There are different kinds of data protection, and clearly if there's going to be a patient register, we have to lift the bar on data protection, but also to make sure that people are protected.
I think that the involvement of the clinical community in the political decision making on these issues is very important.
It's important to understand that cancer is strictly related of the organization and economic situation of our countries. Let's consider that survival for cancer is high where GDP is high, and mortality is high where GDP is low.
In some countries you have good national registries where you have several input points. Let's take United Kingdom. But even if you have other big countries, for instance Romania or even Austria, you do not have national cancer registry, and for this you are just mismatching the numbers and you are missing totally the clue. And this is very big loss for the economies in itself, because you do not know what to prevent, you do not know what to cure, and you are not using your funds efficiently.
We need to get more involved to convince the legislative and the executive powers at the national level through the proper and concrete organizations in the countries or at the European level.
So by working and collaborating and utilizing the EU institutions to work on this issue, this can bring a greater impact to tackling this issue at EU level.
To give a support of our experience to the clinicians, to the epidemiologists, to prepare a list of most specialized centers for these patients, and also to prepare to allow people to be informed about rare tumors. So European Cancer Patient Coalition will serve this part of the project, and we hope in this way to help cancer patients all over Europe.
Politicians should go together and have a special look at all the specific issues that are covered by the rare diseases, and inside rare diseases there are the rare cancers.
The member states have the power to influence the clinical trials directive, so we have to influence the council through our own political parties.
The experience of rare diseases is the experience that by putting together all the member states it's possible to try to solve these problems. So Europe is the solution, is the unique solution.